Okay, we can see the 320 is idling. A little rough, but it's idling. Basically, I've covered the carb with carb cleaner. We got a new fuel line in there with a fuel filter. That is the first fuel filter I've put in, so I haven't changed that yet. The coolant lines are new, except for this one, which I'm waiting on. I'll change that out, and then that'll be fresh. I also have a battery terminal that's new. That thing is a lifesaver. It's got this up and running now. We can see no crazy leaks or anything. A little bit of coolant you can see right there dripping, but that's that one hose. I'm really hoping that tick is the belt's hitting one of the fucking clamps, but might be the engine. But this is the longest it's run. Longest it's idled. Let's check our gauges. Look at that. It's warmed up. Try to give a little gas. Is warmed up though. Listen to that. Getting 4.5, almost 5,000. I'm happy with this. I tightened the fan and moved a couple of the coolant hose clamps, and no ticking. All right, so I've closed the hood. You know what? I'm not gonna go for a drive, but I am gonna move it under its own power. She moves! Oh, the brakes are 100% rust, and she died on me. But she drives. She drives. This is wonderful. Look at that. She moved on her own all the way to the end of the driveway. Oh, I'm so proud of her. Let's take some pictures. We are with the 320-6. I've replaced all the coolant hoses, and the car is running, and the coolant is staying in it. We got a fuel filter here. The fuel's looking a little gross, but not bad. For some reason, this won't stay. This appears to be broken, so I've been having to deal with that. But we have a running, for the most part, 320. I'm just letting it heat up a little bit and seeing where the temp goes. So we'll be back. We did lose the rev counter. Temp is creeping up though. I drove it to the end of the driveway and back without any issues really. I have to stay on the gas or it'll die. And I'm assuming that's just gonna be carb clean away. But the temp just keeps rising. So I'm gonna go get my temperature gun and see what we got on the engine. Maybe it's just a bad temp gauge, hopefully. Hopefully. We are back with the BMW 320. I have replaced all of the coolant hoses, a few of the fuel lines. The car now starts and runs pretty nice. The carb is absolutely choked, but we can, you know, we still got time. We can fix that in time. I'm waiting on a carb rebuild kit. But I wanted to document the very first actual drive in this. Now I've taken it up and down the driveway a couple of times, so I know it moves on its own power. But I haven't gone outside of my own property. And now this car is registered, it is insured. I would not do anything like this in a unregistered and uninsured car, so don't worry about that. Let's start her up. Still a little warm, which is nice. I added more fuel, and I'm wondering if something's going on with the gauge, because it's not registering the new fuel that I added, and my tach is gone. Put this, oh, and I also got this cool little thing from Wallonthinus. So that's cool. I needed a parts bin. I don't know what that crunchy noise is. Not going to test drive itself. Yeah, if I don't give it gas, it dies. So when I'm coming to a stop, I need to give it gas. So I'm gonna put this down somewhere. Maybe cold, cool. Let's see if I can get it to hold on to this. Maybe. Maybe. Let's get out on the road. See what we get. Second gear, it shifts, it's going kinda, it hates it. Bud, come on! Ah, come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah! I can't believe it! This car sat in a barn for like 30 fucking years. These are brand new snow tires too, so they're a little loud, and I'm not going to do any burnouts because it probably won't. Come on, baby. Come on, let's get you home. Come on. Come on, you got it. You got it. You got it. Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It my car died. It fucking works. Oh, I went down the road. It works. It runs nice. It sounds good. Definitely needs a lot more work. Whoa! Oh man, where'd that camera go? All right. Okay, sorry, you fell back there for a little while. Yeah, it worked. I went down the road. I got to 30. My tack doesn't work. The gas gauge does work. The temp gauge works. So it's just a tack, maybe the connector to the coil. So who knows? But fucking A, man. Was this not recording? Of course, this probably wasn't recording. All right. That was a successful test drive. I got out, left the driveway, I got back. Let's see if it's thrown up all over itself internally. Doesn't smell bad. No leaks. A lot of nastiness kicked out of the carburetor. That's also new. Whoops. Probably should have put the air cleaner on. It went down the road. It went down the road. And there's still coolant in the coolant reservoir. So that means all the hoses I changed are actually working. So that's cool. I tightened the fan up a bit. I put that radiator in. So now it's a carb clean, and I think we'll be all set for engine at least. Then it'll be brakes and suspension and all the regular stuff for an abandoned 30-year-old car. But for now, she runs and drives. Thanks for joining this video. I know it's probably been a long one, but this car, I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I do. Resurrecting this old baby, it's gonna be good. Lots of fun. Thanks.